finally we get to Greenwood. We pull up against, first of all, you don't know you're in Greenwood right away when you get to Greenwood. There aren't a lot of tall buildings in Greenwood. We pull up to a small building, a little field house in the park. And we go inside, and lo and behold, after an hour and a half drive, turns out there are 20 people there. 20 people. And they all look kind of damp and kind of sleepy, like maybe they aren't really excited to be there either. But you know, I'm a professional. I've got to do what I've got to do. So I go around and I'm shaking hands. I'm saying, how you doing? What are you doing? Wait. As I go around the room, suddenly I hear this voice cry out behind me. Fired up! And I'm shocked. I jump up. I don't know what's going on. But everybody else acts like this is normal. And they say, fired up. Then I hear this voice saying, ready to go. And the other 20 people in the room, they act like this happens all the time. They say, ready to go. I don't know what's going on. So I look behind me, and there's this small woman, about 60 years old. She's a little over 5 feet. Looks like she just came from church. She got a big church hat. And she's standing there, and she looks at me, and she's smiling. And she says, fired up! Turns out that she is a city councilwoman from Greenwood who also moonlights as a private detective. I'm not making this up. And it turns out that she is famous for her chant. She does this wherever she goes. She says, fired up, and the other people say, fired up, ready to go, ready to go. And so for the next 5 minutes, she proceeds to do this. Fired up, everybody says fired up, and ready to go, and everybody says ready to go. And I'm standing there, and I'm thinking, I'm being outflanked by this woman here. I'm being, she's stealing my thunder. I look at my staff, they shrug their shoulders. They don't know how long this is going to go. But here's the thing, Virginia. After a minute or so, I'm feeling kind of fired up. I'm feeling like I'm ready to go. So I join in the chant. And it feels good. And for the rest of the day, even after we left Greenwood, even though it was still raining, even though I was still not getting big crowds anywhere, even though we hadn't got the endorsement of the people we were hoping for, somehow I felt a little lighter. I felt a little better. I'd see my staff. I'd say, are you fired up? They'd say, we're fired up, boss. Are you ready to go? I'd say, I'm ready to go. Here's my point, Virginia. That's how this thing started. It shows you what one voice can do. One voice can change a room. And if a voice can change a room, it can change a city. And if it can change a city, it can change a state. And if it can change a state, it can change a nation. And if it can change a nation, it can change the world. Virginia, your voice can change the world tomorrow. In 21 hours. In 21 hours, if you are willing to endure some rain, if you're willing to drag that person you know who's not going to vote to the polls, if you're willing to organize and volunteer in the office, if you are willing to stand with me, if you're willing to fight with me, I know your voice will matter. So I've just got one question for you, Virginia. Are you fired up? Are you ready to go? Fired up? Ready to go? Fired up? Ready to go? Fired up? Ready to go? Virginia, let's go change the world. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America.